I just did this 3v3 a couple minutes ago. To tell you the truth, I'm pretty much out of replays, and I don't know how much more Soulstorm videos I can make. I did make like 300 of them, so I got a lot of them. But I'm not sure how much, I don't know how much more videos I can make. Anyways, I just did this a couple minutes ago. According to Dow stats, these guys here have like 1,000 games played, which is pretty nuts. According to Dow stats, I have like 160 or 170. I've been playing it for like years. So you got Space Marine here, Space Marine, Sisters, Eldar. Eldar has like 800 games played or something like that. Something crazy. You got Orcs. I joined a random lobby. I think, yeah, Orcs was the host. Yeah, Orcs was the host. I joined a random lobby. Everyone just joined at once. Which is weird because recently the online for this game is kind of dead. And that's weird because we've been getting a lot of new players. Those unification videos have brought in a lot of new players. But it's still hard to find a good multiplayer match. Anyways, I'm playing Sisters. I like Sisters because they're pretty good on every map. They have a lot of weaknesses, but I do think they're pretty good on every map. Space Marine. The thing about Space Marines is their units are very expensive, so you want like a lot of resources. And if you have a lot of resources, you can do wonders of them. Sisters, they're dirt cheap. They're very flexible. The faith abilities are actually really strong. So I decided to go with Sisters. I got the worst spawn. This is probably the worst spawn in the game. And yeah. So in this video, it'll be tier 3 battles and a lot of back and forth. And no weak players. I don't think any of these players were weak. So hopefully you like it. This will probably be the last Soulstorm video for a while. I do plan on doing other things besides YouTube. So this will probably be the last one for a while. Hopefully you enjoy it. Oh, I should get rid of this. Oh yeah, I decided to change my 3v3 build orders. Usually you have 2 cappers and 2 builders. But I decided to go with 1 capper. And a lot of my 3v3 and 2v2 gameplays, my second capper does nothing. So I'm gonna have 1 capper this game.
I serve the sisterhood.
So this player here, who has like 1,000 games played, goes straight for snipers. This player here goes for like upgraded commander and dreadnoughts. Orcs does like a fast tech. I don't know if you can fast tech on this map. It's pretty hard to fast tech on this map. Eldar does a bunch of Eldar stuff. Tries to annoy all the players. Space Marine gets like scared of the snipers or something, and he just kind of stays in here. And he has a really good defense, but this will prove to you that even with the best defense, you have to be active. You can't be inactive. I think my favorite opening for Sisters is just mass flamethrowers. I just really like mass flamethrowers for whatever reason, even though it's probably not that competitive. So you'll see some mass like flamethrowers here in a bit. Oh yeah, and I've been spending more and more time on Reddit. So I'm thinking of posting some of my videos there. Reddit seems to be more active than even Discord. I would say Reddit's more active than Discord. Here, Orcs is scouting the map. Scouting the map is super important. You always want to do that. The missionary has crazy range, so I can scout the map just by standing here. I can see like half the map. Here, Eldar, I see one squad and a commander. I have 2 squads, so I decided to take this. I decided to fight this. And if I can pressure this player early, I think that would help out a lot. And I know this build order is expensive. I don't play Eldar, but I know this build order is very expensive. So I decided to go in. He does get the infiltration upgrade. So as long as my missionary is alive, I only have the 1 missionary. As long as the missionary is alive, I should be fine. And this Space Marine goes snipers too, so it's a bit of a sniper fight. Again, this Space Marine here is kind of inactive, and this Orc player is a little inactive. Usually, you would help each other out. So I do have to retreat at this moment. Orc buildings do crap tons of damage. You really need a vehicle to take down Orcs. And I just take crap ton of damage. The snipers drop my morale instantly. The morale damage is nuts. And my commander goes down here. But I managed to put pressure on Eldar. I force him to do something besides attacking. I put pressure on him. And these snipers are very expensive. They're one of the most expensive units in the game. So that helps me a lot. Orcs touches me and kills my commander, which is super unlucky. He could have killed, anything in the squad, and he chooses the commander. So that was super. I put the commander in a squad, and she still died, which is just super unlucky. Orcs putting pressure on me. I don't have a real way to kill the commander. I think my sisters still lose to the Space Marines unless they're like fully upgraded. So I'd probably lose to every squad right now. But it is sniper support and flamethrowers right now. We probably could have pushed Eldar. There's no way, Eldar took a bunch of losses. So we probably could have pushed Eldar, but who knows. I'm at 56 to 20, which is basically nothing. 56 to 20 is unplayable. So I gotta wait for I would push on Eldar, but 56 to 20 is like unplayable and I can't really do anything. I got the phosphor grenades.
6 minutes.
Big fan of phosphor grenades. I end up getting like 30 kills during this match, which isn't a lot. I would say 30 kills is not a lot. This guy here also goes for snipers, but he never puts them in range. You should put the snipers like right here, like in range. You should always have your units in range of something. Here the countdown begins, so you can't turtle all day. You can't turtle all day long. Here I put down some turrets. This is to stop orcs. This is to stop the snipers. This is to stop a lot of things. So I put down a power turret. I put down a turret. Upgraded Force Commander.
5 minutes.
I still think Force Commander is probably one of the best commanders in the game. So upgraded Force Commander is pretty scary. Big Mech in yellow. Farseer almost full health. This Space Marine squad is very healthy. Looks like this Farseer is just running around using her abilities. I still don't really have an answer to these Rangers. They're just super annoying. They outrange me. 2 grenades on that squad. Hopefully that kills one of them. Again, Rangers are super expensive. First Harlequin of the game. Harlequin just absolutely decimates level 1 units. So there's no real way I can beat that. This turret would take forever. It would kill the Harlequin, but it would take absolutely forever.
4 minutes until take and hold victory.
Now Harlequin has like commander armor, so it would take. This would be a long fight. Land speeder harass. This is pretty difficult to deal with as any faction, I think. Even if you have dedicated anti-vehicle, it's pretty difficult to deal with this. I will say now there's bad micro. All these are set to anti-vehicle, and they're not targeting the buildings. These were anti-infantry you could fight, you know. You'll see some tank busters here in a second. I go for the decap. Pretty risky decap. I have like 4 sisters. A pretty risky decap. I'm losing a lot to the snipers. These snipers on this hill.
3 minutes until take and hold
I don't have the
victory.
armor upgrade, so all my sisters die pretty easy. Somehow my missionary stayed alive the whole game. Couldn't tell you how. 2 minute on the timer. If things keep going the way that they are, we'll just win by default. Eldar decides to harass. Pretty strong, you know. Eldar harass is really strong, especially on bigger maps. If this was like a really big map, Eldar, you could harass all day and be fine. I only have these 2 squads. I lost the squad, so I can't stop this harass. If I had a missionary or whatever, I could stop it. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do to stop this harass.
Until take and hold victory.
Fire dragons are very expensive, even with good economy. So this squad here is extremely expensive. Eldar is telling his team to move up. Even though we all joined at once, I'm pretty sure we were strangers. I don't think they knew each other. Pretty sure. But yeah, these fire dragons are super expensive. So you gotta protect them like crazy. Decapping the rangers, super risky, very expensive squad. Here I decided to go, here I decided I need to range. I need that range to deal with everything. So I'm going heavy bolter sisters. These dreadnoughts are going down pretty quick. And these dreadnoughts are very expensive. So that's a very expensive loss. These land speeder tempests are going down too. And you got the flash hits. 10-minute flash hits is actually very impressive. 10-minute flash hits is actually very hard to pull off. But yeah, I decided to go heavy bolters. I needed range to deal with all this nonsense. You got knobs. Because it's 10-minute knobs, I'm pretty sure these aren't upgraded. I don't think he has the economy to upgrade them. I'm pretty sure it's unupgraded orcs. Space Marine has the Firmo, the Dreadnought one. And you'll see the Whirlwind here in a second. There's a Whirlwind. 11-minute Whirlwind. That's also another thing that's pretty hard to do. 11-minute Whirlwind is actually pretty tough. Whirlwind can like one-shot flash gets. So these commanders here will go down pretty quick. You should hide in this building. but it's too late. Both commanders down. This is my one squad trying to slow them down. This really should be a GG. It's all 3 players, all level 3. This should honestly be a GG right here. But we decided to hold out. You even got Bright Lance and Warp Spiders, which is usually game over for any faction. Here's some Terminators. These Terminators actually go down like instantly, which is pretty nuts. That's not easy. That's not an easy thing to do. I'm pretty sure these Terminators are not upgraded, like the health upgrades and all that. I'm pretty sure they're not upgraded. This turret is detecting the tank busters, so that's nice. Yeah, these Salt Marines just go down instantly. Farseer survived the whole game. Everyone's got vehicles and stuff. My economy, everybody has like plus 90, plus 100. My economy is just garbage. This Space Marine player here finally decides to leave. I think he's actually like level 1. He went all in. He did an all in level 1, which could work. I think all in level 1 Space Marine could work. Here's the Land Raider. He decides to focus down these flash kits. These flash kits are also very expensive, so you have to be very careful. And these Bright Lance platforms are also expensive. They're like 90 power each, I think, which is very expensive for 1 unit. And you got the Fight Obama. Fight Obama is a very powerful unit, but I don't think it works on Terminators. It's a very, very powerful unit, but it doesn't really work on Terminators. Here they're repairing the Land Raider and just trying to keep it alive. Something they could have done is just ignore everything and go straight for the buildings, because the buildings are the problem. You know, the buildings are the issue. So they could have just tried to ignore everything and just go straight for the buildings. I think they have enough firepower to destroy all the buildings like instantly. Especially orcs. Orcs can destroy any building in the game pretty much instantly. So they could have done that. Here we move up. We got these very tanky units defending, but they also have a lot of firepower. Upgraded infiltrated scouts. I decided to go for a Confessor to get the stun. The stun is extremely powerful in any game mode, so I go for the Confessor stun. I also decided to go for Emperor's Touch, which makes all my girls anti-vehicle, which is pretty useful. So here you got anti-vehicle out the wazoo. You got this. These Warp Spiders should be able to tear right through these Terminators. But you got these. I got upgraded heavy bolters. New Force Commander. I think that's the second or third Force Commander. But yeah, just a lot of fighting. Everyone focuses down on the Dreadnought. Really, you can just ignore the Dreadnought. Worst case scenario, you should just ignore it. That was a bomb. Those bombs are like, I think it's 100 power or 200 power. Very expensive. So you gotta be careful of that. I think this Space Marine player is at the point where he can just Dreadnought spam all day. So you'll see a lot of dreadnoughts this game. This Space Marine player here has basically no anti-vehicle. He has a lot of anti-infantry though. All of Orcs' vehicles go down. Orcs' slag goes down. Eldar gave up. That was the sound of Eldar giving up. I think Eldar had the right idea. Eldar should be able to tear right through Terminators. If you have upgraded Warp Spiders, they go right through Terminators, no problem. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the end of the replay. I really did not expect to win this. I had like 100 games played, and these guys here have like thousands and thousands of games played. So I really did not expect to win this. I think my gameplay was okay. I basically just stood here in the middle and used heavy bolters. Yeah. And I'm surprised. I'm very surprised we out-teched them. I guess Orc units are just more expensive, and they're very expensive. I'm very, very surprised we out-teched anyone really. Orcs did a 10-minute level 3, and somehow we still out-teched them. This Space Marine player here went pure defense, which made it. There was no way I could attack this guy. He went pure defense, and we were able to beat him with the Land Raider. I would say this guy here is the weakest player, but he did survive the whole game. So even though he was the weakest player, he did survive the whole game, which isn't easy. You know, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll last like 5 minutes. And this guy lasted 17. So I would say he's a decent player. Something that happened here was I decided to cap this with my missionary, my only one, so I can get this timer going and, you know, scare him. I wanted this timer to keep going to scare him, and also the vision. You see how much vision this point gives you? It gives you a crap ton of vision, and I need vision for my heavy bolters and all the other stuff, my long range weapons. So getting this critical was actually a pretty big deal. And yeah, I guess that's it. I made some rhinos. The rhinos were really there just to block damage, and worst case scenario, I can move around the map quickly. Flash kits actually have a hard time dealing with vehicles, so I could use the rhinos to, like, you know, block the flash kit damage. And war spiders without upgrades have a hard time dealing with rhinos. But once war spiders are fully upgraded, they can tear right through rhinos, no problem. So I made some rhinos. Some level 3 units have a hard time dealing with them, so I made some rhinos. My economy is still junk. My economy was terrible. I did decide to go level 3 so I can get exorcists and all that. I made some Celestians. Now these Celestians here, I decided to keep in the back just in case. I didn't have them on the front lines. So yeah, I have these Celestians here just for pure defense. And yeah, I guess that's it. None of this was planned. I would say none of this was planned. So I think this was a pretty good match. I don't know about you guys. A lot of people say Space Marines are bad and Sisters is bad, and we just went up against like the best races in the game, and we managed to win. So yeah, I'll show you the end screen. Space Marines obviously have the highest points. This Space Marine player here had like triple resources, which is pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure he could have made it like an HQ. That's how many resources he had. If you look at my resources, I had barely anything. Yeah, I guess that's it. So the red Space Marine player had 100 kills. Pretty good. Did most of the work. The Dreadnought player ended up getting 80 kills, which is pretty hard. Getting 80 kills with Dreadnoughts, that's not easy. I think all these deaths are Terminators. So all these deaths right here are just Terminators. I was barely level 2. So I just did most of the game I was level 1. So it was a level 1 fight for me. And yeah, I guess that's it. I will say 10-minute flash gets usually works. It works on most players. So it is a strong build order. It's a very, very strong build order. And yeah, I guess that's it. Hopefully you enjoy this one. Again, I'm not sure. I'm pretty much out of material. So I don't know when the next... I have no idea when the next video will be. I could do mod stuff. You know, mod gameplay. I could do like mod campaign or whatever. Some of you guys seem to be really into that. So I could do that. I think that will probably be the next video. I don't plan on playing Soulstorm for a while. I do have other things I want to get done. So hopefully this will keep you happy for a while. That's it for me. Hopefully you like this one. Bye.